This is a profound experience that happened to me and has taught me about grief, survival, and deep abiding love. It was in the winter of 1993 that my youngest daughter, Jackie, who was 19 at the time, came home from running an errand and said to me, "Mom, I just want you to know that I'm going to die when I'm 34." That sentence created a stun, a rigid stillness in my chest. I could have responded, well, actually, I did, saying, "What?" And with that piercing wide-eyed look, she said again, "I want you to know that when I'm 34, I'm going to die." Had I known about RP at the time, I would have gone right to my core. It would have taken me a while to ground in my pelvic center. And then I would have gone to my heart center and connect with my daughter's heart center. And then open to the field for support. I'm going to do that right now. If I wanted to know how Jack was feeling, I'd ask her if she had had any dreams lately. That was her gift, prophecy. Her gifts sometimes revealed upcoming events. There were times in her young life when a dream would repeat itself to her, and within a year it would happen. Perhaps many parents would shrug this incident off and roll their eyes and wonder, what on earth is that about? But I've experienced the prophetic abilities Jackie had since she was a little girl. And in later years, example, like 3 weeks before 9/11, she said to me, "Mom, I just keep having this dream every night that planes are flying into tall buildings and there's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do." I could hear the burden of those dreams that she carried. And again, if I knew RP, I would have gone to my pelvic center, ground, go to my heart center and find hers. We would connect and a bittersweet feeling would most likely appear. Whenever her birthday would appear and we were together, I would get this look from her that echoed those words of 1993. And I would say, I know, when you're 37, you're going to die." And she said, "No, Mom, when I'm 34. The weight of the repetitive birthday scenario happened every year. Professionally, she became a Pfizer pharmaceutical representative in charge of HIV drugs in a particular area of the United States. She was one of 6 reps for those drugs in the US at the time. It was her job to go to clinics, to train and inform the staff and the patients the importance of taking these drugs for their survival. Even now, when I think back on those conversations, I can feel the rigid, heavy, burdened weight on my shoulders. Had I known about the realization process and fundamental consciousness, I would have been in my core and acknowledged the tightness in my shoulders and my chest, and remedy the very little sensation in my pelvis. I would have become aware, open to the field, know that the field was what I needed to balance and return to the state of deep gratitude, along with grief. Now, at this time in my life, it's achievable. In mid-July of 2008, after a bad breakup with her boyfriend, a 5-week hospital stay ending with a liver transplant, I found her unresponsive when I arrived to pick her up from the hospital. She had passed away. She was 34. As the anniversary of this approaches, similar feelings arise about the whole ordeal: tightness in my chest, shallow breathing, burdened neck and shoulders, and minimally aware of my pelvic center. I know what to do. With each awareness, emotion, and physical sensation that arises, I meet it with my heart center, my pelvic center, and my head center. And instead of heavy burden of grief, I feel bittersweet feeling of how fortunate I am to have had such an amazing child. I miss her. But there is something familiar in the field that reminds me of her, and I am so grateful to have been her mother.